In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to set up your first ClickUp workspace. We'll move through the entire process from opening ClickUp to finishing your workspace setup. So by the end, you'll have a clean, organized home base ready for your tasks and projects. I'll explain each choice you'll make along the way so you understand what it does and how it affects your workflow without overwhelming you. Start by opening your browser and going to app.clickup.com. This is the web app where you'll do your setup. On the landing page, you'll see two options. Sign up if you're new to ClickUp, or log in if you already have an account. If you're just getting started, click Sign Up and follow the on-screen prompts to create your account. If you've used ClickUp before, click Log In and enter your credentials to access your dashboard. Once you're in, look to the upper left of the screen. You'll find the workspace selector there. Open it, then choose Create Workspace. Think of a workspace as your organization's home in ClickUp. It's the highest level container where all of your spaces, tasks, documents, and people will live. Creating a separate workspace helps keep everything centralized, with permissions and settings scoped to your team. The setup flow begins by asking where you'll use this workspace: work, personal, or school. This question helps ClickUp tailor suggestions and defaults. If you're building something for your company or team, choose work. If you're managing your own life, hobbies, or side projects, personal is likely the best fit. If you're organizing classes, assignments, or group study, school will align the experience around academic workflows. There's no wrong answer here. It simply nudges the interface toward templates and feature ideas that match your context. Next, you'll see a prompt asking what you'd like to manage. This is about focus. Select the types of work you expect to run in this workspace, such as projects, tasks, goals, content, or sprints. These choices help ClickUp surface views and recommendations that are most useful for the kind of work you do. If you're unsure, pick the options that best reflect your day-to-day responsibilities. You can always adjust your preferences later as your needs evolve. Now it's time to invite people to your workspace. Enter the email addresses of teammates, collaborators, or stakeholders you'd like to work with. Add one or several, depending on who needs access right away. Double-check spelling to make sure invitations land in the right inboxes. Inviting people at this stage sets your team up to collaborate immediately, with shared visibility into the same tasks and docs. If you're not ready to bring everyone in yet, start with the core people who need access now. You can add more members anytime from your workspace settings. When you're finished adding addresses, click Invite to send those invitations. You'll then be asked to choose the tools you plan to use. Tools in ClickUp refer to the built-in capabilities that extend how you work, like documents, whiteboards, time tracking, chat, dashboards, or automations. Select the ones that match the way your team operates. For example, if you draft content and capture notes inside your project tool, enable docs. If you run planning sessions or brainstorm visually, enable whiteboards. If you bill by the hour, enable time tracking. Pick what's relevant today. You can enable other tools later as your workflow grows. After making your selections, click Next to continue. The next screen asks which features you're interested in trying. Features are the enhancements and advanced options that shape how your workspace behaves. Depending on your choices earlier, you might see options related to goals, sprints, workload management, custom fields, or integrations. Choose the features that support your immediate priorities. For example, if you track outcomes and key results, turn on goals. If you manage agile cycles, enable sprints. These choices don't lock you in. They simply make it easier to discover and start with the capabilities you care about. When you've made your picks, click Next. Now give your workspace a name. This is what your team will see in the upper left whenever they're working, So choose something clear and recognizable. Many people use their company name, department name, or team name. Keep it concise so it's easy to spot if you end up with access to multiple workspaces later. If your organization has naming conventions, follow them here to keep everything consistent. With the name set, click Finish. ClickUp will create your workspace using the preferences you just selected. In a moment, you'll land inside your new workspace. From here, you're ready to start organizing your work. Depending on your choices, you may see suggestions, a brief tour, or sample items to help you get oriented. The important thing is that your workspace is now established, your teammates have been invited, and the tools and features you chose are ready to support your process. A quick recap before we wrap up. You went to app.clickup.com and signed up or logged in, created a new workspace from the menu in the upper left, selected where you'll use it and what you'll manage, invited your collaborators by email, chose the tools that match your workflow, picked the features you're interested in trying, named the workspace, and clicked Finish. That's all you need to get your ClickUp workspace up and running. If this ClickUp setup guide helped you, like this video, hit subscribe and leave a comment below telling us what kind of workspace you're creating. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.